What's up, my little tattletales? How y'all doing today? Well, if you are Halle Bailey, I'm sure you are furious. What am I talking about, you guys? If you don't know, there was an article in Glamour magazine. Glamour magazine is actually a respected journalistic publication, or it should be, right? Glamour magazine leaked that Halle Bailey was not only pregnant, but was married. The thing is, it got all over the internet, okay? Then Glamour magazine came and said, oh no, we were talking about someone else. Whoops. But y'all, if I was Halle, I would be so mad because honestly, it looks like Halle got set up, right? I think Glamour, this is my opinion, was being hella shady. They intentionally set Halle Bailey up, okay? They did some really shady stuff, and they're pretending like it's an accident. How can you misquote two different people that look nothing alike, do nothing alike, all this stuff? How can you misquote and put the quote from a writer in a different article? It makes no sense. But get this. They said they accidentally put the wrong quote in the article, and the quote where they said that she was married and having a child wasn't actually from her. But this is too much coincidence. They did it on purpose. I hope Glamour magazine never wants an interview with Beyonce. Aren't they on Parkwood Entertainment? I'm just saying, right? And here's the thing. This is what makes it so shady. It wasn't that quote, which I'm about to get to after all. They took another girl's quote from a different interview and article and inserted it into Haley's interview. I feel like they knew when she showed up for the interview that she was pregnant and married. And they wanted to be the ones to break the story, even though they probably agreed from the publicist not to leak it. Because Halle did a photo shoot with them. So there's no way that they didn't know that she was pregnant. If you haven't seen the photos of her walking around, she is heavily pregnant. Like she looks like she is 8 or 9 months pregnant, okay? Let me just get into this. This explains it a little bit. I think this is from Pop Base. They said that this is the thing, being a mom, being newly married, there's a positive side of it. There's also a negative. I want to show that although things might look perfect from the exterior, that's not always the case, okay? So this is a different artist that is Lee Ann. I guess she's a singer, blah, blah. How do you take an excerpt? I think people understand journalism to actually fall for this. You sit down, you interview with me. If you guys don't know, whenever an interview is happening, there's always a tape recorder playing. If somebody says off the record, they have to stop the tape because the tape is actually proof of what was said. Again, with these magazines, being sued is very big business and it's very big money. So what do? Off the record is they stop the tape. So even though the interviewer might hear it, there's no actual physical record. So if the interviewer tries to say, oh, they told me A, B, and C, I can actually sue you for slander because at the end of the day, I'm saying I didn't say it. You have no proof that I did say it, and it was off the record. I'm watering down what that is, but you guys get the point, right? It's like a little bit more complicated. You just can't outright lie, but you get what I'm saying, right? Halle Bailey, every time you write an article, right? The journalist has to, any quotes they insert, and this is in quotations, any quotes they insert, they have to go back to the recording, find what was said, because it's in quotations, not paraphrasing, but quotations. Find what was said and actually jot that down verbatim. They would have to point to this. The fact that a writer would go in and do that is pretty much unheard of, you guys. It's pretty much unheard of. So what does that mean then? What does that mean? It means that they were being shady. Listen to that, because they put that quote in, but then they continue with the rest of Haley's interview saying, to anyone who's in any doubt that they have the power within them, know that you're wrong. You just need to find it. Take time to discover outlets that make you feel that strength, whether it's writing, athletics, or simply spending time with people you love. It doesn't matter as long as it helps you reach that energy within you. That is what Halle the rest of what Halle said. Again, and get this, after that happened, it just so happens that for the first time through her whole pregnancy, Hailey was caught by paparazzi outside right before she goes to the Glamour Awards, and the Glamour UK article comes out. Yeah, they set her up, in my opinion. Hailey has been trying her best to hide her pregnancy, right? She's been, in my opinion, photoshopping her pics, not because she's not happy, not because she's ashamed of her pregnancy, but because we know the way the internet is. We know the way everybody has an opinion. We know the way everybody has something to say. She wanted to actually have her pregnancy and be happy. Like, what's the odds that this misplaced quote happens with someone who is actively trying to hide their pregnancy, and with someone you would know is actually pregnant because y'all did a photo shoot, and because that person is actually on Parkwood Entertainment and they are known for, well, it's not even Parkwood, anybody that has PR people and is a star that level, and they have Disney behind them and agents and all this stuff. When you agree to do an interview, okay, they sit there and they say what you can talk about, what you can't talk about, what you can expose, what you can print. They do that on the braces, and then they go and they have a publicist sitting in the room with them, listening so that nothing gets out, to be like, oh no, that's off the record, strike that, blah 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 blah, right? The odds that somebody this high profile, the odds that somebody was doing press tours, this is part of like the Disney machine, the part of someone that had gone out of the way to make sure they had a very private, happy pregnancy. And that quote gets dropped right before. Glamour, in my opinion, used her for clicks, for views. Glamour leaked the fact that found out that she was probably pregnant and married. I don't believe that DGG, even though, like, yeah, I like to make jokes and stuff, I don't believe that he would take someone that he loves that much, that's in love with him. Yes, I know, right? But someone that has that type of access and star power. Hailey's not a regular girl. Do you know what I'm saying? You see, I just don't think that it made sense that he would have her pregnant and unmarried. Okay, I don't think that if he asked her, Hailey would be like, no, I want to do this single. Hailey seems like a very traditional girl. I think she loves him. I think she wants to marry him. I think he offered her a ring. I do think they're married. This makes sense. Even the way Hailey's been taking him on Milan and standing by him and all this stuff, I do believe they're married. But I do think that Glamour actually set her up to leak that information when they shouldn't. I gotta say, if I was Hailey, I would be super mad that this even came to this. I would be super mad that it even came to this. I'd be super mad they leaked. But let me know, do you believe that they're married? She's definitely pregnant because she was caught by the paps with that. Again, I don't know what's going on, but I think she was set up. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to you later. Bye.